Well, if you watch any of my toy restoration videos, you'll see that I restored a Nylent Michigan shovel, and there was a broken part, and what it is this little crank for the winch. This is actually the steering wheel, but it's the same, so I need two. Here's the broken part, and obviously it just has the like the steering column shaft, and all the spokes and the wheel are long gone. And part of it is because these spokes are very thin, and it gets a lot of side-to-side use when it's turning for the winch, and I want to kind of correct that, but I also need to make a part. What I'm doing here is just making a blank so I can eventually cast this in aluminum, and I've never done this before. I'm going to try a technique or combination of techniques that I've read about and what I know about mold making. So what I have here set up is some modeling clay. I'll tell you what that's for later. That's for because I'm going to modify this piece. A little bit of baby oil. That's going to be my release agent. I hope that works. Just regular old RTV silicone, 100%. Couple tubes here. I'm not sure how much I need. A container that I'm going to fill it up in, and obviously a caulking gun to dispense the silicone more easily. So as I go through this, I'm going to explain what I'm doing, and I hope it works, and it may fail, but we'll find out. Alright, now for you guys out there in the comments saying, oh, this isn't going to work, well, you might be right, but I'm going to try. It ain't going to hurt, ain't going to damage the part trying this. But the first thing I'm going to do is bust off a little bit of modeling clay, and what I want to do is I want to make some areas. Boy, I got too much there. I want to make some areas here in the back, kind of like little gussets. And so I've been told is like when I'm making this copy or blank, and gonna form it out of resin or something else. And I've been told it's like if you do this will actually help the aluminum flow. So there we go. That's maybe more than I need, but I'm going to build it up more than I need because I can then finish the part down to what I want. But I think this is going to actually help the structure of the part when I get done. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'll show you what it's done what it looks like when it's done. Okay, now I'm not trying to be too precise here, just because I can finish this later in the copy I'm making, which I guess I was calling a blank. I meant to copy, and like I said, we'll see if this actually works, but I am about 50-50 that it might actually work. And I'm making a copy because I want to put this in, and I want to make off the original. So there's what it'll kind of look like. The white is the material I added to make the spokes a little bit wider. And then as you can see on the back side, that ought to make it a lot stronger. So anyway, I got it all built up that I need. Last thing I need to do is fill the hole because we don't want silicone or anything going in there. And I can always drill the hole later. Alright, here we're getting to the part where I'm not sure if this is just going to be a spectacular success or a huge failure. So, and we're going to find out, so this might be kind of fun. So anyway, I got my baby oil here, which, like I said, this is what I'm going to use as my release agent. And here's a hole in there. I can get a little out. Okay, I'm going to use this container to pour it out in, and I'm not using a kit or nothing, I'm just using that silicone. So I'm going to put a little in there because I don't want it, I want to be able to get it out of the container here. So rub it all in there. Even though silicone shouldn't stick to this metal, I want to make for easy, it won't damage it, but I want to make for an easy release. Hopefully that's the idea here. So, and I put this little nub on the end there. That's so I'll have a way to pour in here, and then I can just cut the excess off later. And Like I said, you mold making guys, you're probably cringing right now, or you're like, oh wow, he's at least trying. So I hope it's I hope it's the latter. Okay, so the first thing here, we gotta make sure we're all. Okay, so we got our parts all lubricated up with our release agent, and now it's time to pour the silicone in. Now I'm just cutting the big end off because I just need to push the silicone out as easy as I can. Like I said, we're not making a bead here, and silicone kind of stinks, so you want to definitely be doing this in a well-ventilated area. And I might have already put too much in there. I wanted to just get a small base going here. Put some my gloves here. Yeah, well, that release agent seems like it's going to work okay. Yeah, I got a little bit more of a base than I wanted here, but it's okay. And release agent. Okay, well, now the release agent's working because I have my gloves coated in it, so I'm able to. And it doesn't seem to be sticking to the sides, so hopefully we'll be able to get this out of here when it cures. I'm going to put my part in. I'm going to put it down like this. I think it's maybe the best way. Because I actually want that handle, or the handle part, to stick down in there, and because I want it to be an air chamber, or a way for the air to get out, and that's what I got. I'm going to try something here. I got some toothpicks, which maybe I need to make them bigger, but anyway, I'm going to stick those out from the end of the hopefully this works, out from the radius of the wheel here. And hopefully that'll be a way for the air to get out, and just be little bits that I can just cut off later. So we're gonna, like I said, you pros here probably like, what in the hell is he doing? Okay, I got it kind of in there, so I guess let's pour some on and see if we can't cover it up. Okay, I got it covered, so, well, we gotta let that cure, and then we'll see what we have. Maybe we have a mold, maybe we have a mold, maybe we have a mess. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, we're back here, and we've let it dry for about 2 days, so it's time to see if we can get this out of here and see if it cured, and I don't think it did, and I think, yeah, no. Nope, we just made a mess. So, I think I know what went wrong here. I should have put a small layer in, let it cure, and then start from there. So, I'm going to have to start all over, to clean this part up, and we'll have to try again. So, this first try, epic fail. Alright, all cleaned up. The baby oil worked that way. The silicone did not stick to it. So, I'm ready to try again.